during this part, and I would like to invite Mr. Pavol Jarc, the rector of the university, and to present us the MEDIPARK, something I think new, but something that can really be important for the ecosystem here for this region, but also for the whole country.
Thank you very much. I'm not a rector, I'm only vice rector, and I'm a physician infectologist. I will explain some basic facts about our University Scientific Park, MEDIPARK. Do you know this film A Star is Born? Date of birth of MEDIPARK was last of July this year, and this was very complicated pregnancy because we must face this project to two phases, and delivery with some permissions of states organs was very complicated. So, as applied science, STAR is science, technology transfer. One of domain is atherosclerosis, is research. Infectious diseases is second part. We are a member of Slovakia. I will explain what does it mean. And our key goal is biomedicine, oncology, regenerative medicine, and neurosciences. We have some basic aims of this MEDIPARK. First aim is building of infrastructure as a sophisticated technological unit. We constructed new spaces in building of medical faculty at Trieda SNP1. The veterinary medicine university, which is our partner, constructed a pavilion for small animals. We have now high-quality modern technical infrastructure which is located in places of our partners, and we have a robust, very good software in information and communication system, and we now implemented the system to everyday life, not only scientific but for healthcare providers too. Our research is oriented for some so-named core scientific programs or areas. It is pharmacogenetics and individualization therapy. Now is medicine directed mainly to personalized medicine. Our project, which we will create it in MEDIPARK, are strictly oriented to personalized medicine. Second part is metabolic disease, atherosclerosis, respiratory medicine, and aging, which is one complex. Then is neurosciences, regenerative and reproductive medicine, and we are eastern part of border of Schengen space, and very important is imported infectious diseases and zoonotic infections. We have managed this park as support of applied science is core program, support of intellectual property rights, because our scientists, our teachers at university are not well oriented in intellectual property rights, technology transfer, and how to cooperate with industry, how to cooperate with entrepreneurs. And we now created and build it 4 spin-offs, which is very important for us. Our partners, this is unique ecological space here in Slovakia, because the One Health is program which is for whole European Union. This is environment, veterinary medicine, and human medicine. And we have University of Pavol Jozef S, which is classical university. Technical university is much more technically oriented, but still we need technician for some processes, mainly for some example, some processes for development of equipment for medical everyday use. Next partner is University of Veterinary Medicine, which is our very important partner for quality of foods, quality of processes for creation of roadmap how the genes of, for example, multi-resistant bacteria pending between human and veterinary medicine sector. And the last partner is Slovak Academy of Science Institute of Neurobiology. They are very complicated schedule because we must face this project, and we have sustainability of this project up to last of 2023. And this is our budget for phase 2, which was more than 10 million euros. The budget for all project, all 2 phases of MEDIPARK, University Scientific Park, is more than 32 million euros. This is a huge amount of money for scientific research here in Košice ecosystem. Organization, direction, and management. We have acts of rector of University of Pavol Jozef S. We have 3 boards: board of directors, advisory board, and international scientific board. And we have some personnel which are fully involved in MEDIPARK, some on partial time. We have director of intellectual property rights, information and communication technologies, and directors and personnel staff of these 5 basic core programs, and we have some supportive staff. This complicated schedule chart for direction and management, and we have this day we will have in afternoon a lecture served by Professor Miškovský or Professor Jancura, which is oriented our technological innovation park, because we have 3 scientific parks at our university. First is this MEDIPARK. Second is Technicum, which is oriented for information and communication technology and cooperation with industry and small entrepreneurs in ICT. And third is Promatech. This is oriented for materials. And we have 2 types of scientific research. First is which is possible commercialized, and this is in technological and innovation park. And second, research without commerce, without transfer of IPR, and this is basic science or some applied science at our university, provided by technological park or at university, at faculties of university. How about sustainability of University Scientific Park, MEDIPARK? We have a long-time plan of strategy and dissemination of results of this scientific park, MEDICARD. We have direct binding, very strict cooperation, not only between partners, but together with key players in our region, with hospitals, with entrepreneurs, with industry. And we have strong publicity, propagation, and dissemination of results. This is very important for us, because our people have not enough information about science, how important in science, how science financing. For example, data of our government is that from GDP is 0.9% dedicated to science, but more of half of this money are from European sources, not from sources of Slovak government. Our calculated number is 0.4% of GDP. It is enough? The question is clear. Okay. So we have a consensual agreement of MEDIPARK partners, active networking, shared project of partners, and we are very active in Horizon 2020 and some other projects. And we have some projects such as biobanking, Slovakrin, and some shared projects of Ministry of Health, Ministry of Agriculture, and Ministry of Education. And very important is that we have a cooperation with commercial sphere, hospitals, ICT companies, because ICT in medicine, in the biomedicine is now very, very important. And we have free zone for spin-offs, for entrepreneurs, which is possible to rent spaces, rent equipment, and start scientific research. Because our scientific research in Slovakia, 97% is provided by university, high schools, and Slovak Academy of Science. Only some percent by entrepreneurs and spin-off startups. Okay, so very simple example. IPR and technology transfer, some very brief slides. We started at end of 2020. Now we have 4 spin-offs. One is information. And our spin-off I've created that we have daughter company of university which is named SAFTRA. All of spin-offs has first time SAFTRA and second which about orientation of these spin-offs. And IPR are 50% for the authors and 50% to university. They are direction and management. And we have currently only 5 IPR rights or patents which are oriented not only to medicine but some, for example, for nanohybrid materials, for operating tool for liver, for example, lactobacillus disease, Professor Bomba here. And very important for us is European cooperation and faculty. We have one very unique system which is named ECRIN. This collaboration between universities across Europe for clinical research, which was moved from companies which was strictly oriented to research and which was private to university space. And our Slovak branch of ECRIN is named of Slovakrin. At September 11th this year we have kick-off meeting and we are member of ECRIN as first university here in Slovakia. And this is under cooperation of Ministry of Health. We have 2 modules, university module and clinical module. This is very good regulated network which cooperate not only about universities, but cooperation is across healthcare providers, entrepreneurs, and industry oriented to medical research. Okay. Our clinical points interiorization of clinical trials, and we prepare roadmap for clinical research infrastructure in Slovakia. ECRIN is part of ERIC, and very important is that we will start in next few weeks first 2 projects, which we are only partner, but very important partner in some clinical trials. And this is Slovakia, directed by Pavol Jozef S University in Košice, which is the leading in ECRIN, and we have partners across Slovakia, universities and hospitals, which are key hospitals in Slovakia university hospitals. We created some national action plans, and this is One Health, healthy humans, healthy animals, healthy environment. This is important, and this is absolutely perfect ecosystem for life sciences. And the physician says that important is only human health, but human health is not only human health. This depends on many, many other factors. And we created national plan of prevention and control on infectious diseases. And this is plan coordinated not only by human medicine staff, but also by colleagues from Veterinary Medicine University. And we have second plan, which is very important, is National Action Plan on Antimicrobial Resistance, because in future, in, for example, 2050, more than 10 million people worldwide will die due to infection caused by multi-resistant bacteria. It will be a leading cause of death in this time. And this national plan was approved by Slovak government and supported financially by Slovak government. Yes, and this is important sources for scientific research in our university scientific park. Okay, this is material of Slovak government. Very important is publicity. We are oriented to future students at UPES, at partners, basic school, middle school, and foreign students. We have at our university 1,200 Slovak students, 1,300 foreign students. And they must be very active in scientific research. And we organized Scientific Week and Open Door University Day. So example, very briefly, this is program for very young basic school children. We explain how to microbes live. We have constructed a game for tablets. But it is very important because we explain that we have 1.5 kilogram of bacteria, 10 times more than human bacterial cells and human body cells. That we must, because behavioral aspects of foods in our children are tragic. A lot of sweetened drinks, a lot of calories, no yogurt, no healthy foods. Yes, and we explain what does this mean, probiotics. They are useful microbes, yogurt making. Okay, what is it, microbiome, how develop microbiome during life, and which type of microbiome we have on body. And we have good bacteria, bad bacteria. They are some enemies, yes, which are caused by infection, air droplets, vaccination, but possible treatment of antibiotics. Unwashed hand is very dangerous for us. And next, how to spread resistance between bacteria. And we have game on tablets, and it's very creative and very good how to involve young generation to science. And we have Open University Day or Week of Science. We have in big hypermarkets some stands, more than 20 from university, some are from MEDIPARKs, and we explain basic science for children, which is very important. Okay, the last new project, this is my final slide. We have now called for long-time strategic research called by Ministry of Education. We created 9 projects in 4 domains, and Open Med2 is key project based on University MEDIPARK, and we have next call. This is projects with strategic private partners. We created 2 projects. And this is my 2 last slides dedicated to Dr. Bomba, which is a very good football player, goalkeeper. And first is this is the place for football 10 years ago at our university, before MEDIPARK creation. Very complicated, yes, because we need very good equipment, we need very good supporting of science, we need very good cooperation. Our universities have one language, technical, medical, veterinary medicine, academy of science. This is very important. And this is creation of new stadium in University Scientific Park in Košice. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, and I think that those 2 last slides showed that you have all puzzles matching together because you were really carefully thought about different elements. So I think that was very impressive, good presentation. So thank you very much for that, and I was just noting some remarks and maybe some possibilities to find cooperation also in our region. Very, very interesting. And now I would like to ask our colleague Gudrun Mernitz from Mecklenburg-Vorpommern to share with us